Welcome to App of the Day. I'm Will.
I'm Norm.
Today's app, well, you'll see in a moment. Look at all those cards. My God.
It's Magic the Gathering.
It's
No.
Assassin's Creed Recollection.
Oh, it's so clever.
Because it's a collectible card game.
It's a CCG.
You might think that this is about stealthily sneaking around ancient Rome and stabbing people.
You know,
not so much.
In high school, I wrote a term paper about CCGs.
Really?
And I went to different card shops and interviewed people.
How did that go for you?
A+.
Really?
Yeah, I talked about Star Trek and Star Wars and Magic.
Wow, that is really the ultimate Chan paper. So this is. I've never played Magic.
You've never played Magic?
I'm a bad nerd.
Wow.
Well, I don't like things that require collections because I'm a little bit obsessive compulsive.
Yeah, being an adult is the best time to play Magic because you actually have money. Back when you were a kid,
Also, I don't need to meet girls.
you bought
so I'm married.
exactly.
I'm the perfect Magic player.
You buy like Inquest magazine and Scry. You look at the price of Magic cards. It's like, wow, Black Lotus. That's like $100. That's amazing, and you could buy it, and kids would be jealous.
So we'll talk about let's talk about the stuff around the game first.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about the game because the game was surprising. It wasn't at all what I was expecting.
It's a CCG with Assassin's Creed
It is.
theme.
It seems like like I said, I was expecting a deck building game like Dominion or something like that.
Yeah,
which
that is your exposure to.
Well, I
card
like that
games.
because the collection is really well defined.
Yes.
And it's not like you have to go keep buying packets to get the cards
Right,
you want.
right.
You just do that. Now this. Oh, I'm not connected to Uplay. Okay, it's not going to let me connect to Uplay because I didn't sign in with my account. Damn it, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so it's tied into Ubisoft's Uplay service.
Sure. That's how you buy cards.
Yeah, that's
virtual
how you buy
cards.
cards. The cards come in packs. The packs are 1 rare, 2 uncommons, and I think 6 commons or something like that.
So it's about 10 cards.
Maybe it's
in a
8
pack.
cards. Maybe I
Okay.
didn't count right. And there's a couple of different ways you can play. There's a multiplayer versus mode.
Yes. So unlike Dominion, while you're not building your deck in the game, you build your deck before the game, and you play your deck
Pretty much.
in the game.
So yeah, that's what this sequence manager thing is actually. You can go here. There's some rules about how the decks are built,
All right.
which we don't need to get into here.
You know, people still play Magic today.
Magic's a
but
very popular thing.
It's very popular online.
Yeah. Do
but
people play Magic?
I think people actually, at my house, people play Magic with the cards.
Your house is a special circumstance.
My little brother went to a Magic convention or a Magic tournament in the North Bay, I believe, and he said those dudes look like they were from Reddit.
Are you saying that
he
as
saw
if
one
that is
dude,
a negative thing?
He saw one dude who took up at least 2.5 seats. I'm sorry. He meant all the dudes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
They were big dudes.
Oh.
And they play Magic.
Okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
What you're getting all hater here. Anyway, you build your deck. There's some rules about how you actually assemble the deck.
Okay.
There are different classes of cards, groups of cards. So, for example, like the Black Knife over here is one particular class of cards, and you can only use, I think, 2 classes of cards. So you can use like blue family cards or purple family cards together, but you can't use blue family cards, purple family cards, and black family cards
So they're
all
families.
in the same deck.
Like.
Yeah, it's like the Borgias,
Yeah.
so like this one, if you look at it, you can see, oh, well, that's an action card, so that doesn't count. But like these blue ones are a faction, and I can't remember what the factions are. The point of it is, it doesn't matter in the Assassin's Creed universe. Basically, you need to know this is a completely separate thing. They're using that as the kind of setting for the game, much like Dominion is a Middle Ages.
Now this
warlord.
isn't an actual real card game. It's just
It
only
wouldn't-
exists
this
in this
wouldn't-
virtual form.
This wouldn't work as a real card game because of the way the game works.
Okay.
So let's go into that. I'm going to play just a story mode, and I'm going to pick a relatively easy one that I've already done, just so we can kind of illustrate stuff. And then we'll play one of the harder ones in a minute. So they give you a little bit of story. The story kind of tells you what to expect. Basically, it says, this one is saying, hey, there's going to be well, this one doesn't give you the tips, but yeah, basically, sometimes it says, hey, there's going to be a lot of monks or something, and then you have to know that monks do this, and you go from there. I'm still using the default deck cards because A, am not going to buy more cards, but B, I kind of wanted to see what you get when you pay the $6 that this costs, and don't actually go out and spend more money on it.
Okay.
So you get to look at your starting hand. This is the first 6
Right.
cards drawn.
So you build your deck before and you draw your 6 cards.
But I assume the deck is randomized because I can
Yeah, of course.
actually change this. Like I can hit change and it'll draw another 6 cards, or the next 6 cards, I guess. So if you get something that you think is not going to be good starting, then you can move on.
It looks like you have units, physicians, and
So
nobles.
well, so there's 3 things that are happening here.
Engineers.
There are buildings. That's what
Okay.
these guys are with the little house on the top.
Watchtowers. Okay.
Well, I'm just going to start the game. This is a good starting
Just
hand.
play it.
Okay, so this is the board. It's a time game, so I have to keep playing while I talk. And the way this works is you have currency down here. That's what the 1 down the bottom in the middle.
Okay.
The 1 is how much gold you have. I don't have any cards that cost 1 gold.
Yeah,
so I have
2
to,
or 3.
I have to wait until I earn some more gold. Well, let's
Over
make sure.
turns?
It's based on time. So this line that's moving from left to right represents a time, and each bar is a half a day. 1 trip all the way across is half a day. Most of your actions are tied to half days. For example, I'm going to bring this guy in because he's a little bit better because he has some gold on him. I bring him into my starting
Spent
area
2,
down here.
yep.
I spent 2 gold to do that, and now he has to wait a half day before he's ready to be played.
Yep. Cool down.
The goal is to capture 2 of
You've
these
tapped
3
him.
squares, right?
Okay.
See these big rectangles in the middle? You want to capture 2 of the 3. And I think each day you get to draw a new card, and there's some powers that let you draw cards and stuff like that. Each of the cards, or not all of them, but many of them have abilities. So like one of them might let you remove this guy from play or stuff like that. You know, there's actions and reactions and all that.
How many cards does the game come with?
I don't know.
Does it come with a
starting deck is 50 cards, so I assume it has
does
at
come
least
with
50
a starter
cards.
set. Okay.
Yeah, and I assume you have. It seems like you have more, so I guess it's 60 or 70. I'm not 100%.
You think they just used their concept art for this, or did they create new art?
I would bet that this is concept. A lot of this is concept art from the game.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I can buy these guys. This is a location. So I'm going to buy this and put it here. And the way location works is that they give you points over time, and they're relatively stable. So, like I can have something on my side. Only one location can be drawing points per side. So, like he put in a location that costs 3. I put in a location that costs 2. He's going to get more money than I am. Because what'll happen is it subtracts the low one from the high one. So he's going to end up with a thing that makes 1 money here, and I won't make any money at all because he's kind of a
This is
dick.
awfully complicated.
It is crazy,
How was the
crazy
tutorial?
complicated. Tutorial was really good.
Okay.
I went through the tutorial, basically then had a few questions about what the different parts of the cards mean, and after that I was able to figure out the game. So I was pleasantly surprised by that.
You've established territory.
I have, but he's getting ready to take my territory away, and he's going to get 1 point for that because he's kind of a dick.
What are the win conditions?
The win conditions are 10 points on 2 of the 3 squares, without allowing your opponent to get 10 points on the 2 or 3 squares.
And you have 2 points right now.
I have 2 points in the middle one.
Yeah.
And 1 point will come in over here in just a sec.
Ooh,
I'm gonna let's see.
hang
This
someone.
guy, this guy is a physician. He lets you. Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, select a site. It will be put in the controller's hand. No! I didn't want to do that. Oh, damn. Oh well. So that's gonna pull my hangman back down into my hand, which was a mistake. Let's see. What does this guy do? This is an action. He neutralizes the target agent. So I'm going to nuke this guy. Wait, I have to move him up. Do I not have enough money to do that yet?
No. Oh, you have 3. Surprise.
I don't know why. Oh, target agent up here. There you go. So that's going to kill this guy. This is a pretty good card. He gets two extra points for scoring in a region. I don't want to let that happen because that would be bad for me.
Wow, this really didn't need to be an Assassin's Creed game.
No, it's not. It's not an Assassin's Creed game at all. The interesting thing about this to me is it adds a time element, so it kind of keeps it flowing at a more aggressive pace. I'm going to put that right back there, which is dumb.
So I assume there's some type of multiplayer.
There is. You can play versus. So this other player is being controlled by the AI right now. When you play multiplayer, it's literally the same.
Okay.
On both players.
Wait, is it on one screen? So I'm just looking.
No,
okay.
it seems to be versus. I haven't played multiplayer yet. In interest of full disclosure, I didn't know anybody else who had the game, and I didn't want to spend money on cards. So there are rules. There are crazy complex rules about this. So how close is this to Magic now?
Very different.
Very different. Because of the time stuff, or because of the
both the time stuff and there's no territory in Magic. You just lay out. You have resources in Magic that you tap to spend instead of gold, and the resources are in your deck.
I'm getting my ass kicked here pretty handily.
And Magic's about life.
Okay.
About taking 20 life points away from your opponent.
So one of the other things that can happen with this, one of the other things that makes this not a card game but a computer game, is that the cards can be modified as time goes on. So they'll end up back in your deck, but this guy will have, and I think that resets between games.
Okay.
But this
so it's not like you can level up that card.
It's not. No, it's more that they have debuffs on him. So like his attack. Something I should mention: the left one down here on the bottom of each card is attack. The right one is health. So you can fight each other's cards. I'm going to do that as soon as I get a guy up here. Let's see. What's this guy do? The start of this game is real slow. It gets a little frenetic by the end.
When you start stacking cards in each of the
When you start
slots,
stacking cards, you gain money at a faster rate.
Yep.
You have more cards coming out. It gets a little bit crazy.
What happens if you run out of your deck?
Then you just don't draw any more cards, and you have to play with the cards you have.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a bummer. So, let's see. My physician cannot kill either of those dudes. I'm going to bring out... Let's see, who do I want to... I'm going to sacrifice a guy, because none of these guys can kill any of these people without dying.
Now, do you feel like with the starter deck that you get when you first buy the game, that there's enough here to make it fun by itself, or do you...
I feel woefully inadequate.
Okay. This game is made so you are inclined to buy...
Yeah, it forces you to buy. I didn't need to do that at all, actually.
And what are they, like $1 each, or?
You know, I haven't actually looked at that. That's a good question. We can find that out.
I hope they're not too expensive.
I'm sure that they are. I'd say they're probably 99 cents if I had to guess. I'm going to make some poor decisions. I'm going to attack that guy, shoot that guy, in the immortal words of. I'm going to bring some more guys in here.
I think they had guns back then.
He has a gun. This guy right here has a gun.
Oh,
it's pretty clear.
The musket.
He's an arquebusier. I don't even know what that is. The thing that's interesting about this is, depending on which cards come up, you can have really amazing swings, even in the late game. If you look at this guy down here, he does 10 damage, 10 health. He's basically a boss, but he's also very expensive. So he costs 16 gold or whatever to do.
Yeah, there's probably
I can only hold 12 gold right now.
Who spent like $50 on this game. He has the best cards, the best deck, and every noob jumping on with the starter packs being owned by him.
Well, that only works to a certain point, because the higher level cards, you have to spend a lot of money to build. So you have to have a low level game in order to get to the point that you can have a high level game. It seems like, at least. That guy's not quite ready yet. Between turns, each of the cards has a refresh, so it takes half a day, basically, to reload them. I'm going to attack there, because why not? And then I'm going to put this guy up here. So I'm going to make a hard push to capture this right one. This left one I've already lost. It's gone. Nothing I can do about that. And then...
Yeah, it's 10 points already. And you're going to lose the middle one soon.
I think I can hold the middle one.
7-5.
I need to get some dudes up. What's going to happen is he's going to move this guy into the middle one. I'm going to kill that guy. Nobody has any real good attack except for this barbarian guy right here, the Romulus guy.
3 attack.
Yeah, and then he's building a town up here. I don't know why he would do that. That seems crazy, since he's already won that.
Oh, I think you're going to kill the other card?
Oh, damn it.
Maybe?
I'm going to kill this card.
Or he will kill you.
No, because we both have 2 attack, but he only has 1 health, and I have 3 health.
Okay.
So I'll end up with 2 and 2, or 2 and 1, rather.
It's disappearing.
I need to get rid of this guy, something fierce, though. Bring out. I got to draw a card because the day ended. You can see. He's going to win when he gets this third one.
Yeah,
right
the board
here.
looks much more filled out now.
Yeah. There's a very deliberate pace to this game. I can see how there would be crazy high-level play just looking at like what I know about Cards from Dominion and Thunderstone and Penny Arcade and those kinds of...
Ascension, yep.
Yeah, of card games. There's a lot of the kind of player control comes in deck building. So you really want to look at your deck. You want to take advantage of that starting hand.
Yeah. Do a Google search. See what the best deck is.
I don't know if it's that kind of game. It's unclear. Because it seems like there's, depending on the factions that you're playing against, different factions seem to have different strengths. So what may be a good strategy against one faction is a terrible strategy against another.
And there's like a little meta game here for...
This is the single player game that kind of teaches you how to play and introduces strategy and stuff like that. I quite like this game. It's not a type of game I would typically see myself playing. As a general rule, I don't really like the CCG.
Oh, makes me wish there was Magic on iPad.
Is there no Magic on iPad?
I don't think so.
Oh, I would have assumed that would have been early on. I know that the Magic on Xbox, a fair number of people play. Let's see if we can figure out what these cost. I got to go back out to the store. Connect to Uplay.
All right, let's look at the store.
Okay, so here are the packs. I don't the art gallery. I can't buy some of these yet for whatever reason. I don't know what these are. Let's see what this pack costs. Okay, so here's the deal.
100 units.
I don't know what a unit costs though.
But you got 10 free units.
Wow, those are 900. That's crazy. So the thing is, you want to build, like, you're gonna collect the cards, but you want to really pay attention to the factions. Like, this is a random deck, so it's cheap. This is an assassin pack, so it's 900. This is Templars. That seems like a good deal. Let's buy that. Yeah, why not?
I think you need to buy units or credits.
No, I had some credits from playing other Ubisoft games.
Oh.
Okay, so that's good. So now you get to open the cards.
Yes. Unwrap that foil.
I'm fetching memories. Suddenly they're much less valuable.
Flip them over one at a time.
You should do it. I can do it. There's a shortcut to open them all at once.
No, one at a time.
Okay.
See if you got some good ones.
Are you going to know? That looks pretty good. It's 6 and 2. Cost 5. Okay, I'll take that.
Nice. Ooh.
These are all faction I don't have any in yet, though, so I might be boned. Doctor's pretty good. Militia training. Oh, this is going to be an action. This is a surprise action. We didn't talk about this because I didn't have any come up. But this is basically an instant play card. You can play actions. You can play 2 actions at once, and they do things like, well, this will supercharge one of my agents. They'll also do things like download, like remove a city thing, you know, one of the places, or kill a guy or whatever, all sorts of stuff. This is a pretty good guy. He has a lot of health, at least. I don't know. High stakes
well worth the money you put into it.
I didn't put any money into it.
Well, the credits.
I'm doing them all at once. Look at that. Look at all these amazing cards. I don't know how I feel about this.
One of them's a rare. I'll trade you, Will.
What do you give me? What do you got?
I got nothing. Trade you some magic cards.
Got a magic missile?
Trade you some Star Trek cards.
Is there inflation in Magic? Does Magic get, like, our old
well,
inflation Magic
issued
cards
so many
sitting?
cards now that it's all completely unbalanced because the cards of today all like wipe out the cards of yesterday.
Got to keep moving those cards.
Yeah.
And look, there's art. This is concept art from the real games. Seems like.
This is like a screenshot.
Screenshots, yeah.
Okay, that's Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Recollection.
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 Recollection. I wonder what Assassin's Creed Embers is. I didn't know that was a thing. It's out right now. If you're into CCGs, then you should probably check this out. Because, like, people who... I actually went and did some... I usually don't do this, but I went and looked at a bunch of reviews from, like, CCG sites and Board Game Geek and stuff like that. And the reviews of this are really positive from people who know a lot more about CCGs than I do. I had fun playing it. I don't think I'm going to keep at it. Maybe I'll introduce it to the wife and see if we can develop a horrible, horrible habit. But until next time, it's been Adam Day. I'm Will.
I'm Norm.
See you guys later.
Bye.